Rejoice, God's ears are stitches. Rejoice, his eyes are big X's. Oh, rejoice, his arms are burning witches. Oh, rejoice, his hands perform hexes. Rejoice despite the fact this world will kill you. And rejoice despite the fact this world will hurt you. And rejoice despite the fact this world will tear you to shreds. Rejoice because you're trying your best. And rejoice, the bed you sleep in is burning. Oh, rejoice, the sky's fucking falling. Rejoice, the world we know is turning. Oh, rejoice, your father's been calling. Rejoice, although this world will devastate you. And rejoice, although this world will penetrate you. And rejoice, although you will not survive. Rejoice, you'll never make it out alive. Your hair, it smells like burning hair. Oh, rejoice, your nails all got chewed off. Rejoice, and holy fuck, you're bleeding there. Oh, rejoice, you burned your whole beard off. Rejoice despite the fact this world will hurt you. Rejoice despite the fact this world will kill you. Rejoice despite the fact this world will tear you to shreds. Rejoice because you're trying your best. I could go off the deep end. I could kill all of my best friends. I could follow these stylish trends. God knows I could make amends. But I've got an angry heart filled with cancer and poppy tarts. If this is how you folks make art, well, that's just fucking depressing. And it's sad to know that we are not alone. It's sad to know there's no easy way out. I'm afraid to leave the house. I'm as timid as a mouse. I'm afraid if I go out, I'll wear out my welcome. I am not a courageous man. I don't have any big lasting plans. Too cowardly to take a stand. I want to keep my nose clean. Sad to know that we are not alone in this, and it's sad to know there's no honest way out. In this life we lead, we can conquer everything. We can just get the bravery to get out of bed in the morning. Okay. On a very sharp rock, and I was possessed by something quite unfriendly, and I was haunted by a demon in my sleep, and that's how I learned how to survive. I gave beer to a bum that was drinking, and I gave some sauce to my best friend for cooking, and I gave water to all I thought were thirsty, and that's how I learned how to survive. I gave some money to my bank for safekeeping, and I gave some money to my landlord, he was needing it, and I gave attention to the TV that was bleeding. That's how I learned how to survive. you ain't got the do-re-mi, boys, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, well, you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. 'Cause California is a garden of Eden, a paradise to live in or to see. But believe it or not, you won't find it very hot if you ain't got the do-re-mi. We totally ripped off a man named Woody Guthrie, and I bought a restaurant for his son whose name was Allison. I fed false information to the audience, and that's how I learned how to survive. I give a thank you to my father for leaving me, and I give the finger to my stepfather for beating me, and I give props to myself for achieving. God damn it, I'm glad that I survived. God damn, I'm glad that I survived. I just handed you a giant load of gibberish, and I give love to a lover quite deserving of it. I give thanks to anyone here who's listening to the story of how we all learn to survive. I killed your family, and now I am going to kill you too. I made your brother bleed, I made your father scream, and I made your mother say those things that she said to me. She said, do with me what you want, but please don't hurt my family. Don't hurt my family. Take my pride, take my life, take my body, but don't take the ones that are close to me. Do with me what you want, but please don't hurt my family. Don't hurt my family. You can take my pride, you can take my life, you can take my body, but don't take the ones that I love. And I continued without mercy. So I looked into your eyes, and I saw a reflection of a coward that you and I both hate very much. Then I grabbed the knife and I let the blood out your throat. I smashed the tiny weirs inside your skull, and I got to thinking, if I don't go to hell when I die, then I might go to heaven. If I don't go to hell when I die, I might go to heaven. And if I don't go to hell when I die, I might go to heaven, might go to heaven, but probably not. No more tears, no more crying, no more lying, sighing, or dying. No more HIV, no more tweaking, no more drugs with our immune systems being weakened. Just happy times and half-assed rhymes and mimes of ears. But most of all I want no more tears. No more bad times, no more bummers. No more SUVs and no more Hummers. No more racism, no more discrimination. No more fucked up folks keeping people out of the nation. We're all one big band all across this land, and we should sing in tune. Let's grow the balls to break the walls, we've got to do it soon. But most of all I want no more tears, no more crying, no more sighing, lying, or dying. often wondered if a pregnant woman is decapitated, will the baby survive? Will the baby survive? And I have also wondered if that baby lives its life, what kind of life will the baby lead? And will it ever be happy? No, his heart will be bloated and swollen just like his soul, too big to fit inside his body. And I don't think that I can take it, I don't think that you can take it, and I know he sure as hell can't take it. So we go, so we all go, so we all go. I've gotten the rotten apple core feeling, dying like a living ghost. Now I'm lying on the ground, not making a sound, thinking that I love you the most. And I hope our candles flicker and die, so that our hearts don't burn to the ground. Down, 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 just like Randy's house, just like Randy's house. When you kissed me on the cheek with a gun, I became a setting sun. Now you're heading westbound while lying on the ground, thinking you were the one. And I hope our candles flicker and die, so that our hearts don't burn to the ground. Down, down, just like Randy's house. For nights I have fled from my fortress, foraging forests 5 footsteps in length, fortitude found within 40-ounce bottles, flowing like flies from your face, from your face. My neighborhood has been filled to the brim with black cats, and when I go driving, they walk in my path all the time, every time. La da 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 dee dum, la dee dee da da dee dum da dee dum, la da dee da. First we were babies, we're birthing and dying. Then we were children, we're playing and crying. Then we're teenagers, we're smoking and fucking. Now we're all grown up and we're sadly sighing and lacking, but lurking and licking our wounds we've created by lusting and lying to ourselves and others. We're sadly sighing, we're sadly sighing, we're sadly sighing, we're sadly sighing. And I'd like to be a big ball of meat for bees to buzz around and eat when I die, so I might be granted one sense of purpose in this life. Apologies if this sucks, if anyone's listening to it. I don't know how to play like any of these songs, so. But here we go. Nobody knows everything, we know this to be true. Everything is difficult except what's in front of you. But it's complicated, even underneath your nose. Bullshit math equations and your highs and your lows and your manic depression. It comes and it goes. Your parasympathetic nervous system reacts and you're in fight or flight mode. small when the world is so large? And what made the world? Could I please speak to who's in charge? Everything is real, but it's also just as fake. From your daughter's birthday party to your grandmother's wake. And your bipolar illness, it comes and it goes. Your parasympathetic nervous system reacts and you're in fight or flight, you're in fight or flight, you're in fight or flight mode. I've tried to know which words to sing so many times. I've tried to know which chords to play, and I've tried to make it rhyme. I've tried to find the key that all good songs are in. I've tried to find the notes to make that great resounding din. But there's a bad man in everyone, no matter who we are. There's a rapist and a Nazi living in our tiny hearts. Child pornographers and cannibals and politicians too. There's someone in your head waiting to fucking strangle you. So here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. People love you more, oh never mind. Oh never mind. In fucking fact, Mrs. Robinson, the world won't care whether you live or die. Live or die. And in fact, Mrs. Robinson, they probably would hate to see your stupid face. Your stupid face. So here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. You live in an unforgiving place. An unforgiving place. I gave birth to twin wire hangovers. Now I am a personal space invader. I've got essays, I've got finals too. I've got lots and lots of problems. Look out, look out. And how can you put that straw up your nose when you know how coke is manufactured? It's made by children for the immature. It's made by babies who've been captured. It's a sin against your fellow man. And welcome to this world. Have as much fun as you would like, while helping others have as much fun as you are having. Be kind to those you love, and be kind to those you don't. But for God's sakes, you gotta be kind and respectful, cause we're all one soul. Be the best fucking human you can be. People are wasteful, they waste all the food. People are hateful and people are rude. But God, I love some people sometimes, cause people are very, very special. People are impatient, they don't know how to wait. People are selfish, people are prone to hate. But God, I love some people sometimes, cause people are the greatest thing to happen. I said, God, I love some people sometimes, cause people are the greatest thing to happen. And people are people regardless of skin. People are people regardless of creed. People are people regardless of gender. People are people regardless of anything. I said people are people regardless of gender. People are people regardless of anything. People are my religion because I believe in them. People are my enemies and people are my friends. I have faith in my fellow man. I only hope that he has faith in me. I said I have faith in my fellow man, and I only hope that he has faith in me. Oh, and in fact, Mrs. Robinson, I care if no one else does. For in fact, Mrs. Robinson, I'll be there for you if no one is, if no one will. So here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who stay. Hey.